All right, first question. How does Seven's injury impact each of the players, and does this change the dynamic between the girls? I think that the players that Seven's injury impacts the most are herself, obviously, 46 and 25. So for Seven herself, she's obviously very, very bold. She's very abrasive. She puts up this brick wall, and after her injury, it leaves her vulnerable, which directly juxtaposes her character entirely. It kind of calls into question the tough persona that she's projecting. And soccer's her outlet too, right? Like, so she talks very passionately about how soccer's her life, and this was her thing. This was something that she could project her anger into. And now she doesn't have that anymore. For 46, it unfortunately does give her an opportunity to kind of step up to the plate and solidify herself not only within the group, but as a good soccer player. And then I think 25 has some complex emotions. So she's 7 and 25 get into a little bit of a bickering of, you know, you shouldn't have injured yourself, and 7 hitting back, well, we should have stretched first. I told us to stretch first. This is the only thing that 25 can't protect her girls from is injury, and I'm sure she feels like she kind of failed in that way. I think it changes the team dynamic because it starts the conversation about fragility in the body. And 7 is like the most invincible of the players, right? Like she's the one she's the toughest and she's the strongest, and if she can get hurt, then so can the rest of us. With Zero's breakdown, I think that 7's injury could make her spiral because she is such an overthinker, but I also think more that her breakdown is cumulative. She carries a lot of weight with her, and a lot of self-negativity and thinking that she's going to fail. She's had many attempts to suppress her anxiety throughout the course of the play, whether it's throwing up or, silencing herself. And then I think it's interesting that she's the goalie. She's kind of on the outside. She's the last line of defense in the game. And I think that's particularly unfortunate because the only person that she can rely on to do her job is her. Whereas everyone else is working as a team and they can have each other's backs. Her job is solely her own. And that's a lot of pressure to have on a girl who's struggling with all this social anxiety.